have it then, folks. Tidgney Community Racing Team is born from this day onwards. Some of you may have already noticed this with one of my accounts, but we'll get into that shortly, should I say. Now, TCR also stands for 3 other things. Trustworthy. I don't know why I'm looking at the notes because I know it. Clean. Respectful. That is the motto and the mission statement of the team. And I'll explain that in a second. So recently, of course, I talked about teams in a video. Should you join a team? Whether it's an esports team or a community team, should you join one? And generally speaking, you should always join a team, in my opinion, but it's your choice. And sometimes you don't know about the team. But I'm about to tell you about TCR, why it exists, and why you should join the team. I don't know why I'm doing the crazy head movements, but there we go. You get some excitement. So this is a community team. So there are no contract obligations. You don't have to sign anything anywhere. You can literally fill in the form. That's the exception. You do have to fill in a form, but there's reasons for that. But you could join today, leave tomorrow, and there'd be no harm, no foul there at all. I wouldn't be worrying about it. You can go on about your merry business wherever you are in the world. And you can be a part of another team at the same time. So I'm a part of Lazarus, as you know, for the esports side and the content creator side. I will also be a part of TCR_, sorry, hitting the mic, Tidgney there, a part of the community events that I do and doing the daily races and weekly races, although not straight away, of course. So that is that in terms of the community teams. There's no obligations at all. No obligations at all. I say you can join whenever you like. So what is the point of the team then? Because you're probably going, Tidgney, why does this team exist? There's a billion teams. You've said this before, but why are you creating a team now? Because there's more than ever. So, while Tidgney Community Racing Team sounds like it's just for me and to brand, it's not. The whole idea of this team is about bringing good driving into the forefront of racing. So, one thing we've noticed, and you'll have noticed on YouTube, bad driving is highlighted more than anything. It gets views for people, which is why it always happens. I've promoted it sometimes in terms of, when Momos wiped me out one time. So Momos is in the title. You get 5 billion views. Not quite. I'm not quite PewDiePie. But you get what I mean, right? But I want to bring good driving to the forefront. So when you join a lobby and you see TCR_Tidgney or TCR_ whoever in there, you go, there's 2 TCR drivers in there. I'm going to have a good race with them. And let me tell you why. So obviously, I've just said it stands for trustworthy, clean, and respectful. Let me explain. So trustworthy. Trustworthiness is all about it within the team. So are you trustworthy? Are you able to be trusted where you sign up to an event with another teammate, a TCR, and they can trust you in terms of driving, they can help you with setup, etc. Can we trust you as a team to go out there and race? Can we trust you to not cheat? And what I mean by cheat is, let's just say you hack a game and suddenly you can get 500 billion downforce and your car can do 300 miles an hour around a corner. That is cheating. We don't want that. If you do that, you will not be in the team for very long. Trustworthiness. It has to be there. It has to be the core of the team. Clean is pretty obvious to me, isn't it? Race clean. Very simple. Now, don't get me wrong. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. Lightning makes mistakes. Suzuka 2018, the World Finals Turn 1. Sorry, Lightning, but you get what I mean, right? Lightning made a mistake. I've made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. If you do it, it's how you come back from the mistakes. Now, I'm hopefully going to put Linebus on in the background here as I talk. Linebus made a mistake at Interlagos Turn 1. Completely outbroke themselves into Turn 1. But do you know what he did? He waited for everybody to continue on before continuing on themselves. That is perfect. That is clean racing. Made a mistake, rectified the mistake, we all carry on racing. Now, if you experience that, and let's say you're not a part of TCR, and you experience that from a TCR driver, you'll remember that, and you'll go, actually, that's fair enough. Made a mistake, rectified it, we all carry on racing. And that is the goal of this team. Clean racing. That's the core of it. It's in the center of the 3 letters. Clean racing. And it's also about being respectful. Now, respectful's a little bit hard to explain, but I will try my best. So let's just say TCR have gone for a move down the inside on a random person. But they've been very respectful here. They've given room on the exit. You, as the random player, may go, actually, yeah, you know what, that's really respectful. They've given me the room needed to race. And you have a fantastic race, side-by-side action. It's what we all want at the end of the day. Respectful as in, as well, you may at the moment, so let's just say you get hit as a TCR driver. You go, they're a moron. I've called people moron loads of times. I don't go above that or in any way, shape or form. I might call them an idiot, whatever it might be. But I'm not going to go super duper hateful or anything because there's no point to do that. That is just spiteful stuff. And in the end, you might be at fault as well. And you also then don't go after the chat without even checking the replay, insulting this driver, calling him X, Y, Z, whatever it might be. We don't want that in the team. Be respectful. If somebody's calling you out constantly or insulting you or whatever it might be, what I would do is just exit, go do another race. You're still here. You're still smiling. Carry on racing. That's one bad race. You could have 300 good ones after that. You'll have forgotten that one bad one. You really will. So they're the 3 mottos, mission statements of the team. They're trustworthy, clean, respectful. And I'm hoping that will then bring some form of sort of spirit or confidence to anybody not a part of TCR who can go, yeah, they're clean drivers. I can race those. That's the idea anyway. So as part of the team, you will have a Discord area. There's a Discord area the team will have a Discord area. I will get it right. And what will happen is you can then talk in there. You can talk about different games and do whatever you want in that Discord area. Obviously, it's moderated, of course, but it's a bit of a more enclosed area where you can just chat amongst TCR drivers. And if you want to share anything or do anything, maybe set up a lobby and have a practice together, you can do that. Very easy. We're going to have an official drivers list. It's quite nice to be on a list, isn't it? Be on a website, etc. So you will be on the website eventually. And what will happen is we'll have the TCR _ and then your name. And if you've got alternative accounts, we will put them on there as well, where you want them advertised, of course. So if you're part of an esports team and a part of that, we'll put that on there as well. There's no harm, no foul in that at all. But it also helps identify anyone who's trying to be a fake driver. So being the good guy team, you're going to get the people who want to troll the good guy team. It always happens everywhere. So if somebody comes along and goes, let's make a TCR _ noobs, whatever, 27400, whatever. And I'm going to punch everybody off into all corners and make TCR look bad. No, that's not going to happen. So let's just say you get hit by a TCR driver. You can always go to this list and go, yeah, that's not a real TCR driver. There should be few or far between, and if you're really going to do that, you just look like a bit of a prat driving in as a fake account. Let's be honest, you do look like a prat. And we've seen a lot of the prats. They do get called out in a lot of YouTube areas now and on Twitter. I see it all the time now with people making stupid things in Gran Turismo, for example, just completely trolling, and it's just like, mate, you're just an idiot. And we do see that. But that's why we're going to have an officials list somewhere. Of course, being a part of the team, you may have thought about doing special events in the past. You've been a bit scared to do it. Maybe you want to do Daytona or an ACC endurance event or a Gran Turismo team versus team event because they are awesome. Well, you'd be able to do that as part of TCR because you're obviously all in there. You all race the games. You'll be able to go, okay, does anybody want to sign up to Daytona 24 hour? And then you might get somebody else go, oh yeah, I'll do it. And then somebody else go, oh yeah, I'll do it too. Suddenly you've got a team together. Excellent. You can do the Daytona 24 hour. Happy days. That's another goal of this. And finally, there will be some potential perks being in the team. So especially for longevity, so being a part of the team for a long time. So I don't know what these are going to be yet, but there will be some perks there. But one thing I do want to do and introduce, and I've talked about this several times actually, I love a good jersey. My Lazarus jerseys are awesome. I always wear them everywhere. I want to create a Tidgney jersey, but then we'll create the TCR jersey. I think I got the abbreviation wrong then. That'd been foolish of me. So basically, we can have a jersey there that we can, have together. And then if you're officially a part of the team, you'll then be able to get your own jersey. There'll be some cost there. It's not going to be free. Just putting that out there. I'm not a millionaire that can just put all this out there straight off the bat. But you'll be able to do that. Now, if we get a sponsor on board or 2 sponsors, I'm not chasing sponsors, by the way. It's only if they approach us. If we do get a sponsor, we can then have that sponsor on board and maybe they'll give you a bit of a bonus as well, which is very nice, of course. But as I say, there's no promises with that. The perks will mainly be coming from me. So just keep an eye out for those as well if you are a part of the team. The rules of the team, very simple because I've basically explained the point of the team. Race fair, race clean, race respectfully. That's it. So easy. Don't have to talk more about that. So if you are a player of the team, you're racing and you are causing carnage everywhere, and you cause enough carnage for somebody to report you to the team, which will have a feature or function of being able to do that, we will investigate it. So obviously we will need a replay or video footage of the TCR driver being a moron. I'll use the word moron, of course. So as long as we get that footage, we can investigate. And we can apply a 3-strike rule. So sometimes it might only be a 1 strike. If you're being an absolute prat in a race, like Kimmy does all the time, that could be 3 strikes instantly and you're off the team forever. That's critical here. You will be barred and banned forever in terms of joining the team. If you then create another account and try and join the team again, and we find out, you'll be instantly banned again. So please, just race respectfully, race fair, race clean. That's all we ask. Now, as I say, non-TCR players will be able to report players and we'll be able to investigate those. And I say we, because I will need some team leaders in this. If people sign up, that is. I mean, this could be a giant failure and then we get on with our lives anyway. But I'll be continuing to use TCR in GT7. But I will need some team leaders. So once we've got a few sign-ups, there'll be votes out, discussions out about who may want to be a team leader, who wants to help out in terms of, helping manage drivers. Is somebody struggling in any way? Can we support somebody in any way? We will do that as a part of the team. So just keep an eye out for that. If you do want to be a team leader, that is going to be an option and a position available. There'll be 2, 3, depends how big the team gets, because there's no limited amount of spots here. We'll just be keeping an eye on it. I mean, if we end up at like 500 drivers, it could get very difficult, but we'll play it as it comes and see what happens. Now, we do need a logo and a livery. So some of you designers are going to put your ears up and go, oh, really? The Chris Pratt one where he goes, yes, that one. So a logo, first of all. We do need a logo for the team. I don't know what this logo will look like. It does need TCR in there. And I would really love to have trustworthy, clean and respectful in there. And the word Tidgney in there as well, of course, because it is Tidgney Community Racing Team. But I want trustworthy, clean, respectful in there as well. Maybe we put TCR and then trustworthy, clean, respectful, and then Tidgney just above the TCR. I don't know. You guys, or a lot of you guys, are far better designers than me, far more imaginative than me. So if you do want to submit a logo, check Discord. There's going to be a little area there for you to be able to submit logos. Now, we do need to come up with a team livery, and this team livery will be used throughout the games that we play. Obviously, it's so nice to join a race, a daily racing Gran Turismo, for example, and see 2, 3, 4 people using the same livery for a team. It looks so good. And then it's like, oh yeah, they're my teammates. So I can have a good race here, blah, 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 blah. So basically, I do want to continue to use the colors that I've always used on the channel, because I do like those colors and they do represent myself and the community as a whole, in terms of, if there's a yellow, black with some red in there, generally speaking, or pink, of course, as well, because we are a part of Lazarus. It's Tidgney. It's me, isn't it? So yellow being the primary color, black being the secondary color, and then red being a part of that as well. So if you do want to design a livery, do check out Discord and submit it there. You can put it on any car initially. We're just looking for a design, an idea, and go from there. As I do like the one that Mungino's done throughout GT Sport. It's unbelievable. I haven't forgot about that surprise Mungino, by the way. It is on its way. It's just taking a long time to sort, but bear with me. That surprise is nice. But there we go in terms of logos and liveries. And finally, the games. We'll be playing all sorts of games. So obviously, the 3 main ones initially are going to be Gran Turismo, Assetto Corsa Competizione, and iRacing, of course, because they're the 3 that I'm playing at the moment. So it's easy for me to then keep an eye on that, etc. And we will expand, of course, to other ones like Race Room, Project Cars, etc. Forza, for those that want to do Forza as well. I don't really know much about Forza, but we will do that. But initially, we're just starting off with the community team. It's about identifying and promoting really good driving, like some of the other teams do, like GBRC, etc. That is it in terms of the team then. So if you do want to join, check out the description. There is a form there. Submit the form, and then I'll start actioning those as quick as I can. Obviously, there may be a little bit of delay between submission and me doing anything with them. Just bear with me with time. As I say, there will be more team leaders that will be able to help out in the future. But that is it in terms of this video. There are 2 more videos on the screen if you want to check them out. It'd be nice for you to set up ones on there. I'm absolutely sure of that. My logo's on there if you want to subscribe. But as you leave this video, please do leave a like on the way out. It helps me massively, costs you nothing, and means that the channel is just boosted that little bit more. But thank you so much again, as always, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.